Hello teachers, parents, and students. Welcome back to John Lewis Memory School. Today's topic is cracking the chemistry code. I am going to discuss on why equations are tricky and chemistry gets a bad rap. First of all, raise your hand if the mere sight of a chemical equation makes your brain feel like scrambled eggs. Or maybe the word chemistry just sends shivers down your spine. Don't worry, you're not alone. Chemistry has a reputation for being tough, confusing, and sometimes downright hated. But why is that? Let's dive in and try to unlock the mysteries of chemistry struggles. Number 1 is the equation enigma. It's a foreign language. Think of chemical equations as sentences written in a language you don't quite understand. You have elements, the nouns, symbols, the weird alphabet, and even numbers thrown in. No wonder it seems like gibberish sometimes. Number 2 is balancing act. Balancing equations is like a super picky seesaw. You have to make sure the same stuff is on both sides. A missing number or wrong symbol and the whole thing collapses. It's enough to make anyone's head spin. Third one is the invisible factor. The worst part is, chemistry equations deal with things you can't even see. Atoms, molecules, they're like tiny ghosts, rearranging themselves. It's hard to grasp something you can't visualize. The second part is the chemistry conundrum. Why the hate? Number 1 is bad first impressions. Let's be honest, sometimes those early chemistry experiments are more fizzle than bang. A stinky reaction, or results that don't match the textbook. It can put you off the whole subject. Number 2 is math strikes again. Chemistry loves to use math. Formulas, calculations. If math isn't your strong suit, chemistry can feel like double trouble. Number 3 is snowball effect. If you fall behind early on understanding the basics, chemistry gets harder and harder. It's like building a tower with shaky blocks. Eventually, it all comes crashing down. The third part is flipping the script. Number 1 is the power of practice. The more you work with equations, the less scary they become. It's like learning a dance, awkward at first, but then the steps flow. The second reason is real-world magic. Chemistry is everywhere. Baking, fireworks, even why your phone works. Once you realize that, it gets a lot more interesting. The third reason is finding your spark. Maybe you hate equations, but love hands-on experiments. Chemistry has room for all kinds of learners. The fourth reason, the last but not the least, is amazing teachers matter. A passionate teacher can make chemistry click. They bring it to life and show you why it's awesome, not awful. So, if you're struggling with chemistry equations, don't despair. It takes time and effort. And if you think you hate chemistry, maybe you just haven't found the part that sparks your interest yet. Remember, chemistry is the science of change. And sometimes that includes how you feel about a subject. Let's change fear into curiosity and confusion into discovery. Here are some tips for making it fun. The number 1 tip is make silly analogies. Compare elements to feuding family members or molecules to picky party guests forming groups. The number 2 tip is prepare visual aids. Draw diagrams, use colorful models. The more visual, the better. Our third tip is put chemistry in pop culture. Connect concepts to movies, songs, or memes. The fourth tip is conduct student-led demos. Let students safely demonstrate everyday chemistry reactions. Think baking soda volcano. Let me know if you'd like me to add more fun elements, or focus on a particular aspect of chemistry equations. That's it in this presentation. Until we meet time with another interesting, useful topic. Bye-bye from your memory grandmaster John Lewis.